If I were to just turn this on and run it over here and hit it,
Yeah.
it could be 20 thousandths too high, or I don't know what it is. So I think we need to try to measure it in a way.
And like with an indicator?
Huh?
With an indicator?
No, not with an indicator. Now,
That's 1, this is 2. So what we could do would be to reassemble it and then put these guys in there and then get these,
the tops of them?
the tops of them. That's not strictly necessary, but
Well, if we're going to do that, I don't want to take them off the machine. Can you assemble them on the machine?
no, because the bolts have to go from the bottom.
Well, if we take them off, it's not going to be perfect.
Well, you do, because you won't get them to sit as...
Well, you know, we didn't machine the base.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about the base because it's got so much surface area.
Okay.
And once you clamp it down to the table,
Distorts it a little.
yeah,
You just want them to slide better.
yeah, and be the same height. So they're the
Okay.
same height now.
Well, does that slide?
Yeah. So actually, it would kind of be nice to have this to do this, because if you use the jaws on the outside here,
Yeah.
you can have a piece sitting on the top.
Well, I would take it off, clean everything up real good, and then we'll pick this up when he gets it finished. We're going to have to demag that. That thing's stuck pretty good. Please turn on the power.
Okay.
This top of this chuck's in real good shape, so be careful about sliding things on it.
Okay.
Try to pick it up where it's...
It's really stuck.
All right, I'll let you put them together. Go wash them off, whatever. Okay. We'll pick this up in a little while.
Back.
Oh. All right. Now we just want to clean all this up. Well, that's got some big dents in it.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Got to have something to drink here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I was looking on one of these. This is a pretty high serial number, but the other one is like 1500s. So I have a feeling it's pretty old.
Did you look on Keith Rucker's site yet?
Yeah, it didn't have any Kurt
Serial number?
No. Well, look, maybe it might have been I was looking in the manual place. I'm not sure.
Well, the manuals is where they usually are.
All right.
Okay, we got to turn on the
Juice.
three-phase converter. Now we have power. I want to. Put it in there. If you turn on the magnet. I don't think we're going to bend this to the magnet. All right. fluid. A little less.
What's that?
A little less fluid.
Oh, okay. How's that?
If you would go out there by the end of the big 16-inch lathe, there's a pedestal fan.
Okay.
We need to blow this air out of here. Under the, somewhere over there. I tell you what, at the very end of the table, there's an extension cord.
Got it.
Now getting on to this part. So far I've taken 15,000 off.
I'm hoping I grind that down tight enough. The back support there.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of curious that only the back jaw is higher, but who knows?
Well, when you deal with 15 thousandths of an inch, you know, it's like a mountain.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. From the looks of the top of that, it took quite a beating over the years.
That's not even that bad compared to what a lot of things look like. More fluid, please.
I don't know that it's worth trying to get every last divot there.
I wouldn't.
All right,
Just so it's flat.
flat, yeah.
Kids are going to make it divoted again.
Yeah.
I just like to get a better surface finish.
All right, well, we can go over it again.
I'd like to just do it first.
All right.
DMAG, please.
Back to mag. I know why there's more in the back. That makes sense now.
Do what?
Why there was more to take off in the back. Because we took stuff off the front vise, the bottom. Oops.
Well, how did that go in? Wasn't that, it was these two things. That's how you do it.
Okay, so what we did before was we took off of this surface, but not into this surface. So that's why we were taking a lot more off the back, or the top rather.
I mean, we took it off that surface.
So we first did this part, right? Outside, but the bottom surface of it.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it to this one.
Okay.
I don't think that it's going to matter. There's a bit of slop in the bolt holes for the jaws.
I don't know how much we lost to that. But there was some really, really witty things and very informative. Yeah, right. Okay, so what do you want to do now?
So I want to put the jaws on to make sure that, because this, we didn't take any off of this side, that means that these bolt holes are going to be just a little bit higher than the ones on this side. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I just want to check it by putting the jaws in.
Okay. Let me show you before you start messing with that. Now that's what the surface is looking like. Now, the disclaimer is I have no idea what kind of wheel that is. It was on here when I got it. I haven't been able to decipher what kind of, go ahead, you do that.
Okay.
I'm going to do this.
Quite.
What does a rebuild kit for that cost?
For the two of them, I think it was $90 with shipping.
It's not bad today.
They didn't actually have the rebuild kit for this. They had the individual parts, and I think the rebuild kit is probably cheaper. This is so old that I don't think they maintain the kits anymore. Is my guess.
Y'all just scrape this thing.
I have actually done other vices in the shop, not that they really needed it, but just to show the kids how it's done.
If this works, you're going to make me do another one, aren't you? Yeah. It's good practice for me. But the other unknown is figuring out which wheel works the best on the cast iron and how to put it on this machine. And by the way, can I borrow your credit card? I'm going to need it to buy one. I don't understand, but nobody ever wants to let me borrow the credit card for some reason. In fact, what scares me is
Seems like just a little bit there.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I should have tapped them down before I tightened it up. I think it'll be fine.
What I was saying scares me. A lot of times I'll go pay for my breakfast at a restaurant that I go to every day almost. And the girl, without exception, I get ready, they say, are you ready to pay? And I tell them no. And then I said, can I borrow your credit card? And you'd be shocked at how many people say I don't have one. They don't have a credit card. They don't make enough money, or their credit's bad, or what, but it's just, you know, even a debit card could be used that way. So yeah. I don't understand.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if they just get a credit card with a really low limit, that's the best way to get credit.
Yeah.
So,
so we're through with this one?
Well, I would like to put an indicator on here and well, so we can measure the height.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Let me get out of here off camera. An indicator. Oh, you followed me. Never mind.
I did.
Indicator. See what I have to put up with? You're as bad as Don. Oh.
I know. I'm a right pain in the ass.
All right. Well, so what do you want to do now? You want to rent an
yes,
indicator?
Rent an indicator.
I think this thing's off again. No, it's not. Oh, God, did we say anything bad?
Hopefully not.
Oh. We're going off for a while.
Being on a boat would be very good.
Hey, that's what they're going to do. Oh, look, another one.
Another one.
How did we get this here?
They're like rabbits.
Well, Andy wants this thing to be the same height as the one we just did.
Demanding, I know.
You are. But, so what we're going to do is, we haven't moved this wheel, so we need to remember where that is on the gauges and mark that sucker. That way we can bring it back to the same thing.
I've got a...
Here, put a piece of tape on.
I've got a Sharpie.
Yeah, that'll work. Get that little piece of painter tape. No, just put your piece of tape on it, the wheel.
Okay, here's the tape.
Well, a little off, but that'll be fine. It's good enough.
Middle of the Sharpie.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to turn off the power for a minute.
Okay.
And here's the problem. This is set for the height of the other. If I move this and try to get it back, I don't know how far I got to go. If I were to just turn this on and run it over here and hit it, yeah, it could be 20 thousandths too high, or I don't know what it is. So I think we need to try to measure it in a way.
And like with an indicator?
Huh?
With an indicator?
No, not with an indicator. My God, what's wrong with you? Remember that big gas thing we went to Kansas to get out there?
Yeah.
And what is it called?
A planer.
Very good. And what is this called?
A planer gauge.
A planer gauge. And by using this, I can slide it up underneath there and measure the height of that, set the gauge, and then use a feeler to tell me if it's the right height.
Gotcha.
And then at least we know a little bit about how bad it is, or, you know, if we're going to mess it up. That's good enough there. And so this, this guy's, those that you don't know, this planer gauge, and this is a Stanley one, slides up and down. And so I can use this to go right up underneath that wheel and get the height of it. And then lock it down, and then we could measure that if we needed to, but we have another way, which also works on a planer. So let's get this up under here. Right there. All right. So now, one, two, maybe. Yeah, I could go down there. This is really sharp and leaves a faint mark.
But it draws blood too.
It does. I've stabbed myself quite a few times. Okay. So right there, that tells me where we are. And now I also have a fixed reference gauge to tell me off of this when I get close to it if I need it. Isn't it kind of nice living like this, Andy, where you have all these tools?
Yep.
You were in Pakistan, you would be over there going, this would be a bent piece of wire. Yeah, it's quite a bit higher.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, that gives us an idea. It's not 1/8 of an inch.
Oh.
You know, that's maybe like 10/1000ths.
Yeah.
So we will back this up, say 15/1000ths, then move it over and then come down with it. And then we've got that gauge as a reference to come back to. And if the backup, if something messes up, we have this set. So
Redundancy.
the old-fashioned way, you know.
Yeah.
Here, if you'd put those on tables. I'm gonna move you guys where you can see better. All right, Andy. We know that we need to go up at least 15/1000ths of an inch. And if I come this way, I drop it. So we want to go the other way. And this is marked in, there's 35/40. So it's about 6/1000ths right now. So if we go up, there's 35, 30, 25. We're just going to go to 20. And maybe see if we can take a pass around there and see if that's enough.
Already?
Looks like that back one is higher too.
Yeah, it will be because we did the same mistake on that.
What's this we, Kimosabe?
Oh, okay. Well, a mistake was made. Not saying who, me.
Okay.
By not taking that down to the same amount we took this down.
Well, I don't want to make another mistake, so we're going to go up another from 20. We're going up to 10. Okay, I just don't want to mess it up. And you could break that wheel.
Yeah,
we don't need
would
that.
Not be good.
Okay, I'm going to turn on the power. We've got the mag on.
Yep.
It's on mag and on.
Mm-hmm. Even after letting the DMAG run for a while, it was still really stuck on there. Oh yeah, we got lots of.
We have lots of room there. Go get another trick.
Another trick.
Being from Austin, you ought to know all about this. You guys over there, something else. Cigarette paper.
Good old zigzag.
Good old zigzags. Sounds like you have experience. They look at me funny when I go in and buy these. I guess they shouldn't, but zigzag cigarette paper is almost 1/1000th of an inch exactly. You gotta be careful because it's got that little adhesive strip on one edge. It makes it thicker over there. Usually I tear them off, but for this I don't need to. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put this under this wheel, if I can get it under there. We're going to use it as a gauge. Andy, will you bring that thing towards me? And we do not want to pass the blue. That's good right there.
Okay.
Now, I'm over 1/1000th off of it, except for that thick piece of the paper. But I don't know if this is higher than here or this is going to be higher than here. So we're going to start there. We're at 30. We got to go down to, what was it, 45?
Something like that.
46. And we're at 29 right now. So zigzags are your friends, unless you get caught with them. And in the old days, it would have been a problem. All right, we have got ourselves set up. Let's get the power going.
Okay.
Mag is on. We're going to start up the hydraulics. Spindle up to speed.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
And we're a little low on that.
Well, there's some fluid over there. Okay, a little less. A little less. Start right there.
Okay.
Okay. Get ready to give a little more fluid if we need it.
Okay.
You see it spark, we're going to turn it up a little. Need some fluid more. No more. Sounds like it's grinding down here, but it's not. It's that air nozzle hitting it. Down 3,000. More fluid. Even more. I'm not seeing any runoff. No more. That's good, that's good. Yeah, we had those marks back there on the back. You didn't have enough fluid there. It's getting hot.
good.
Sure, it'd be better if I had the right wheel for it. I knew what the hell I was doing. But,
Yeah, I was looking at grinding videos this morning. I found one that was talking about wheels. I'll see if I can find the link for it. The gist of it was that grit doesn't matter the way you think it would.
the softness and the hardness,
Yeah.
more important.
They were saying 46 grit at a certain hardness. I don't remember what it was. It seemed to be the sweet spot.
Well, it's kind of got a little bumpy appearance, but you can't feel it.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
Especially when you go and scrape it. I don't know why.
But still got the...
No, that don't work on that. Don't slide it across the magnet.
No, I won't.
You need
There
to.
you go.
Yeah, it's got too much grit and stuff on there to do all that.
Yeah, don't want to mess this up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's fine.
You put it on a surface plate, and it's not. Then you scrape it.
Bring out the emery cloth.
This is a heavy thing. Just hold it like that. I want to take a picture.
Okay, I got it.
Not the best, but for an unknown wheel, I think it looks pretty good. I had it. Andy, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Gotta change that gate code.